His middle name is Diamond. His last name is.
And now, G's Wits.
Everybody's on time.
What is going on here? Everybody's here?
It's a full moon.
Holy Hannah.
Now, Chris.
Who's calling?
Hi, it's Jess.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, and I want to share with you something that happened this week when Wally called me.
Okay.
Now, do you remember?
Right off the bat, I'm getting attacked?
Right off the bat.
Immediately?
Right
off, boy.
Right
this
now.
This is a quickie.
Do you remember last week, Chris, when Wally said he was having some problems with his phone?
Yes.
And I was telling him to Google the settings for Google Assistant so that he could fix it, so that his Google Assistant would call people when he told it to call people.
Okay.
Okay. So Wally calls me this week and he says, I fixed my phone.
Okay.
Wally, go ahead.
So what I discovered is this is you know what? It's not embarrassing. I know you think it is, Jess. It's not. It's not embarrassing. What I discovered was I had the volume turned down. That's why I couldn't hear. No, so here's what I actually discovered was there are fucking like 9 different things you can turn the volume up on with that one button. Why isn't it just a universal turn up the volume and everything's fucking on?
Well, because it wants to fuck with old people, Wally.
It's fucking with me.
Basically.
Okay, the volume of my songs is here. The phone worked. Oh wait. The Google helper doesn't want to work because you got to turn up the volume differently on that one, even though they all come up at the same volume. They all cut each other off.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
It's embarrassing. You know what?
It's
a little embarrassing, but it's also just a little how stupid.
Wally, show us on the doll where Gail touched you inappropriately. Okay.
Yeah, you know, Jess, you didn't have to open with my little thing.
I really did. Well, we're not going to talk
we
about
were
your little
open
thing.
with.
I don't
going to open with your little thing. This would be a different phone call.
I don't have any knowledge about your little thing, and we have yet to get Jody on the show. So
great, we've already got a show title this week: Wally Schmeckel. That's
Wally's
good.
little thing. Hey, do you realize that next Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, Sunday after we already fucking hit daylight savings.
Yeah,
well, that's terrific.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why do we even do it?
Don't we have this conversation every time we have to change the clocks?
Yeah,
correct.
But it's fucking stupid.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely ridiculous that
we need to change it to daylight and just leave it. Just fucking leave it.
Yeah.
I'm with Chris. Chris has finally said something worth listening to.
Wow.
Well, finally, you're digging into my right-wing bullshit. You know.
Speaking
That's
of
what
Wally,
we're looking for.
Wally, how was your job interview? Did you meet any meat-eating lesbians?
Okay, so
well, I hear they all do, but okay,
so
go ahead.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
So because I'm hesitant to talk about it.
Uh-oh. Why? We don't
because
use
you're not woke enough, Jess.
We don't.
No, because I can imagine these folks listening or saying, "Hey, what's this thing he's involved with on the internet? Let me listen to this."
There's
no
real
way
name
you
isn't
work
on
with
this.
the veterans.
Your real name isn't on this. They can't look you up.
No, I hope not.
No, you're fine. And if they say anything, Wally said, "Nah, man,
I got a call back.
Listen, I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. You don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Well,
I'm fine."
If they've seen the size my breasts have grown, they will believe that.
Ooh, macromesthesia. Very good.
So I got a call back. I have a second interview.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
These, I have interviewed lots of, and I know you've interviewed people, Jess, and Chris has interviewed people. Have you ever interviewed somebody more than twice?
I've never interviewed anybody more than once.
Neither have I.
If I know I'm going to hire them,
I have never interviewed somebody more than once.
No, I haven't either. But some places, I think there's like a chain of command that you have to go through. Like you make it through the first level, and then you have to meet some VP level, and then you go up. the chain.
So I made it through the first level, and the first level makes me think like, who's it must be a recruiter or something. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But the second level involves a VP and HR people and part of the team. It's gotten so weird, this whole hiring stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well,
There's layer upon layer upon layer. And they're going to ask me some wacky HR questions, right?
If you
They'll
could
give
be
you some
a
examples.
toaster,
what's that?
if you could be a toaster,
Right? No, yeah.
what would be your favorite carbohydrate to toast, and why?
I'm gonna have to go with muffin tops.
Now, where do you see yourself in 5 years, Wally? And inside of Wally's head, he's saying,
Assisted living.
Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife. Your wife.
I'm gonna say assisted living.
Okay, well, that's good. It's only going to take 5 years, or are you going to room with your sister?
It has become, oh my. Listen, now my sister was quite ill. I think I told Jess this too. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe he just told me to shut up at some point.
Well,
which is within character.
Generally not sorry.
No, my sister had got home from the hospital. She's been in the hospital since February 13th.
Oh, no
good
kidding.
Lord.
And just got back from the hospital to her assisted living place yesterday. Now, I found out about it about 4 or 5 days ago when she left some sort of cryptic message, because I think I've said this before. I only answer my sister's phone calls once every third time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just can't.
Yeah.
I just.
But nobody from the assisted living place called to let you know either?
No. Well, so here's the thing. I'm not on her call list.
Oh.
The man she was living with, who's I think 20 years her elder, the guy she was living with, who was taking all of her Social Security money.
Oh, Christ.
That's who's on her call. Because as you know, my sister's working on about an 8th grade, even though she's 50 something, I think she's 54. She's working at about a 7th or 8th grade level, mm-hmm. for all kinds of reasons. So she has no idea. My sister at one point said she couldn't get health care because of the blacks.
Oh,
this was apparently in Pennsylvania. Jack Black does not allow people to get health care.
Wow.
And
Clint Black said absolutely not.
I knew he was in a band and stuff. I didn't know in Pennsylvania how much control he actually had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling like he's a Quaker of some sort.
Very powerful.
Yeah, he's a powerful guy, that Jack Black. By the way, that Jack Black is super talented. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
What a talented dude. So anyways, she was having some sort of I'm really not sure of the word here. Aphasia? Is that just sort of
that's the Bruce Willis thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so she was having some sort of aphasia or something like that, or an episode, and she didn't know who she was, where she was, who anybody was. She had a really situation, so they thought she might be having another stroke and blah blah blah. Anyways, I get on the phone with her, just trying to touch base with her, and I knew she was better because she immediately started telling me everything they were doing wrong at the hospital she was in. Everything. And I'm talking to her at about 12:45, and she starts going on a rant about, and they haven't even brought me lunch yet. And then there was 10 minutes about lunch.
And I'm curious, was she blaming that on the blacks too?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it was candy stripers at that point.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, no. So this guy she was living with convinced her that black people were horrible and stealing all government money. And actually what was going on is he was taking her money and refusing to take her to get medical care.
I had no idea your sister was living with Mel Gibson. That's great. That's something fun. That's hilarious.
It's so she's completely, opposite of, well, it shows you what happens when you don't have a very good education.
Sure.
You become extremely racist and bigoted. So she's living the dream in her head. Yeah, so she's better now. She's back home, and her wits are about her, and she's not talking, drooling while talking anymore, and that kind of stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
She's back on solid foods.
Well, then there's help for me.
Yeah.
Hope for me.
Hope? Yeah, there's probably not help. There
There's
might
not
be
help
hope
for me,
though.
but there's hope
No.
for me.
No. Yeah, so that was, so this second interview thing, I know they're going to be asking these tricky little HR questions. When faced with this situation, how would you handle it? How would you work it? And it'll be like, can you describe a situation in a previous job where you were faced with this, and how did you deal with it?
I feel like you can handle those questions just fine.
Oh, I can, but they just become such, I don't know. It doesn't seem like, it seems like the CYA part of hiring is way more important than the skill level of hiring.
Well, yeah, because honestly, anybody could answer those questions the way that they're looking for. And,
oh yeah, of course.
Be my stupid ex-husband. So.
Wow.
Seriously.
I saw you almost put up something about somebody being like your ex-husband. You put something on Facebook?
So
what?
I know Wally hasn't heard of this woman, but Chris, have you seen or heard the whole Reesa Teesa thing on TikTok?
I saw
I
something
have
about Reesa
no
Teesa.
idea what the fuck that even is.
So Reesa Teesa is a woman who in 2020 met this guy like 2 weeks before lockdown, and they hit it off immediately, and he was a VP of a company and blah 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 blah. And then lockdown happened, and they decided, since it was only going to be a couple of weeks, that they were going to lock down together, and it was just a matter of whether they were going to lock down at her place or his place. And her place was bigger, so they decided to lock down at her place. And then she ended up getting pregnant, and then they got married, and then she found out about all of the shit that was actually true about him. And essentially, she put up this story in 52 10-minute videos. And yes, I have watched all 52 of them, but I set limits on myself so that I can only watch when I'm, doing something else. I can't just sit and spend hours watching this story. But essentially, her now ex-husband is very, very much like my ex-husband. Just lying about shit for no reason. He made up family members. He made up jobs. He made up states he used to live in.
So great.
Yeah. So the thing that I posted was, if I didn't know better because she married a black man, I would have thought she was talking about my ex-husband.
Was it Will Smith?
It was not Will Smith.
Well,
Wow.
wasn't
Too soon.
remember that?
Too soon.
What was that movie with Will Smith where he played the part of he moved in with like a family, and he made up his whole life story? Do you remember that? It was way long ago.
No.
He was, I can't remember the name of that movie, but his character was very much like you're just describing right now. He made up a lie about who he was and where he was from and yada yada yada, and sort of just basically scammed, and they took him in.
Yeah.
Do you know where I am? How much on? Okay, thank you. Guess where I am?
Who did you just speak to?
I just spoke to the nice lady in the drive-thru.
Oh. Okay. Give us one item you ordered, and then we'll try to guess who you are.
Thank you. Diarrhea.
Taco Bell.
McDonald's.
There you go, sport.
Which one?
There you go. Bottom of Grove Hill.
No, which restaurant? I said one, Wally said one.
Oh no, Taco Bell's correct. At the bottom of Grove Hill.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
What did you
I'm actually looking at our radio towers right now, Jess.
Is it a Taco Bell KFC?
Chips and cheese is what I got.
No, is it?
It's a regular Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here they're all joined.
So what were you going to say?
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to change the subject. So.
Go ahead.
Did I tell you we got a Michael's? Remember we
Yeah.
were talking about? Yeah, the grand opening. It was yesterday.
Now, are you going to shop there, or are you going to keep yourself at Hobby Lobby, Wally?
Jody is all kinds of happy that the Michael's is there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm glad it's there too. I'm glad it's there too because it gives Hobby Lobby some competition, which is nice.
That is nice. They need it.
It's always nice when you see it. It's right next to the it's right next to the sandwich shop. I forget what the name is. It's not a Subway. It's
McAllister's.
It's not the Firehouse.
Firehouse is good shit.
Yeah, Firehouse isn't bad, right?
Yeah, that's really good.
Firehouse is pretty good. It's not a D'Angelo's.
Jimmy
Mike's.
John's?
Mike's. Do you have Mike's?
Oh, Mike's. Yeah. Jersey Mike's?
Yeah, Jersey Mike's. It's right next door to Jersey Mike's. It's like we've started to become a big pants city.
Wow.
We're getting these places around here now that are big pants cities. I wish we'd get another grocery store though. We did get a market. We'll get a market basket, but it's 30 miles away. But I wish we'd get a market basket. A market basket is a lot like a Harris Teeter, I think. Kind of. It's quite a bit like it's nice. They have every fucking thing.
I think Wally really wants a market basket.
Yeah.
I think because they make sandwiches. They have a good kitchen. They make really good sandwiches at the place. They have a nice little sit down place to eat your sandwich and have some coffee. I like those places.
Kind of like a Wegmans.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, maybe more like a Wegmans. But I used to like the Harris Teeter near me.
I sure wish Wegmans would come down here.
You don't have a Wegmans?
Wegmans isn't this far south.
Oh, they aren't? I thought they were all over the place.
Really?
No.
We don't have it. We only have the Hannaford and the Shaws, and that's it.
I thought there was one in Charlotte. Charlotte's not further south than you, though, is it?
No, and that's probably. I mean, they haven't come this far west either.
Ah.
Oh, did I tell you FEMA was here too? Didn't I tell you that, Jess?
Yeah, you said last week you were applying for FEMA assistance for your
the
driveway.
guy came. Yeah, the guy came, but we almost didn't get it because we almost didn't. I didn't almost talk to the guy. Luckily, he left a message because he called, and the number came up on the caller ID. And the area code, and we looked it up real quick because I answer the phone when it rings. Jody and everybody else in the family, they're afraid it's a spam call, a scammer. And the area code was for Puerto Rico.
That's different.
We said, well, I'm not answering that call. And then the guy leaves his message. And of course, it's the FEMA guy from Puerto Rico. Because apparently the phones that they're using come from Puerto Rico because it's the federal government wants to spend it costs less money to use phones that are licensed to Puerto Rico for some reason or bought in Puerto Rico than they are in
and the government is trying to spend less money. That's new.
Yeah, how about that?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he came. He was what a nice guy.
Well, good.
Yeah, nice guy. Took a bunch of pictures. Asked me to take my shirt off during the picture taking. I believed what was
called
going
you
on
back for a second interview.
Yeah, you got it right.
Took your shirt off. Jesus Christ! What you have, Gordon Jump there on a special episode?
Gordon Jump.
So I got a message from the bank that has my mortgage the other day, and it said escrow update. You have an overage in escrow, and we have adjusted your monthly payments accordingly. And I'm like, whoa! Let's see how much my payment's going to go down. Am I going to just spend the money, or am I going to put the difference in savings, because that would be the smart grown-up thing to do?
Just
and I log in to look, and my overage was 7 cents. Because my property taxes went down by 12 cents.
Your property taxes went down
by 12 cents. Mm-hmm.
So we got a call from our mortgage as well.
Mm-hmm.
2 different calls. One to tell us our mortgage payment was going up by almost $90 a month.
Ugh.
Wow, adjustable rate, huh?
No, because our mortgage, our taxes went from $4,000 to $8,000 a year.
Yikes!
Jesus Christ!
And also, they called to say, we saw that where you live was designated as a disaster area by the Fed. We want to make sure there's no damage to the house.
Oh my God.
And no, of course not. But yeah, but ours went up by fucking, it was like $87 or something.
That
It's like,
sucks.
fuck me.
Mine, they've adjusted mine down by a penny per month
I would have liked the down a penny a month.
because of the overage.
Well, what sucks about it is we just saved on our auto insurance. That went down by $100.
So now you've
$90.
evened out.
It went down by $90, and we were celebrating that.
Yep.
So we're still, it's still fucking $3 more a month. Like, this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
This sucks. But isn't escrow great? I love escrow.
Sure.
Perfect.
I would hate
Sorry.
to have to come up with $4,000 twice a year to pay the taxes.
Yeah.
Don't own a house anymore. Sorry.
And then the cost of insurance. The insurance, I think, is $100 a month too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money to come up with when you get that bill.
Yeah.
Because we still get the bill. You get the bill, right? Just every 6 months you get that bill that says you owe us $1,200 or $1,500 or $3,000. You're like, fuck.
Yeah,
I have escrow.
I just get
Fantastic.
it once a year. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks when you get that.
Yeah.
Chris, you too. You get that, right? You used to get that.
No, I don't own a house anymore. I mean, I'm sure I used to, but literally, I mean, unless the mail has a check in it, I don't look at it.
Yeah. Same.
I
As
mean,
a matter
seriously.
of fact, I somehow signed up for, I didn't mean to, but I somehow signed up for the thing where the post office sends you an email every day saying, here's what's coming in your mail today.
Oh, informed delivery. I love it.
Yeah. I didn't mean to sign up for that, but now that I have, it really helps me decide whether I'm going to walk all the way out to the mailbox to get my mail or not.
All the way out.
Do you put on a brassiere for that if you do get the mail, or is that
No.
just?
Who am I trying to
That's just,
impress?
Well, I'm just saying, maybe the mail person likes a brassiere. I don't know.
I ain't wearing nothing. You
I don't
wonder
go
why
out
people
while
drive
the
by.
mail guy is out there. In fact, I try to go out at a time that the neighbor next door is not home and the neighbor across the street is not outside.
Now, which one? The no arm, the no hand lady?
The no hand lady, because not only does she has her, I think I've talked about this before. She has a Ring doorbell, as do I, but she has hers to set to notify like the default range, which is everything that the doorbell can see, which includes my driveway and my mailbox. So I can hear whether her front door is open or closed. I can hear her Ring notify her that I'm in my own fucking driveway. And so can her little yappy dog. And then her little yappy dog starts barking, and then my dogs start barking. And if she's outside or if her front door is open, not only does she start talking to her dog about me, and she thinks my name is Tess. That's just Tess. It's okay. That's just Tess. But then she wants to yell things across the yard to me. And then dude across the street, I just try to avoid him.
The check on his house, dude?
No.
Different dude?
The text me at midnight, how are you doing, dude?
Oh, he's a little creepy, right?
Yeah.
A little bit. He's the guy you're hoping. I hope he doesn't have a couple of beers tonight and I get another text.
Yeah.
I would not like the hollering from the other side of the street neighbor. I don't like that kind of thing.
Mm-mm.
I'd rather hear what I hear from my neighbor most often is gunshots.
Jesus Christ.
That's why I moved away from my old house.
That's what. Yeah, but these are country gunshots. You know, they're target shooting out in the backyard somewhere.
Yeah, no
else.
drive-bys at your house.
Yeah, no, God, no, we don't have that kind of shit here. No drive, no, none of that drive-by shit. Yeah, I would not like the yelling neighbor, Tess. I'm gonna start calling you Tess.
Yeah.
Hey, Tess.
Yeah, you're now Tessie. Hello, Tessie.
Tessie. That's great.
It's just Tess. Quiet down now. Who's on the phone?
In fact, the first time that I met the guy who asked me to check on his house, I met him the first time a couple months ago. And there had been a problem at his house, and he was asking me to check my Ring camera to see if there was any footage on it. Oh, Chris has left the call.
Chris is gone.
And so that's how he came over, and he introduced himself and said, you know, he needed me to check the Ring and see if there was any footage that showed anything happening at his house. And as we were talking about, Chris is back.
Hi, Chris.
as we were talking about, he plays guitar for a couple of artists, and, he was like, I hope we're not too loud. The converted garage is where we have our rehearsals. And I said, I've never heard you play. And, I am recording, and this is my office over here. And, I just like it quiet. And he said, yeah, Rose said you were a podcaster. I was like, yep. Thanks, Rose, for telling everybody my business.
Rose knows.
That's it.
Rose Kravitz in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. How long before you put the for sale sign up, Jess?
I'm not moving ever again.
No,
Mm-mm.
moving sucks, right?
Yeah. I need to finish unpacking before I can think about moving again.
Hey, I said I wasn't moving again either, but guess what? Life changes.
Yeah, well, like I said,
life changed.
I need to finish
I'll be in
unpacking.
Silver Spring soon.
You're moving to Silver Spring?
I'll be back in the old house. Yep.
No kidding. And
Yep.
that's a house you do own, right?
Parents own that one. It was my mom's ex-husband's house, and my dad bought it from the estate
Oh,
to
wow.
keep as an investment.
Okay.
Yeah, I sold the Germantown house.
Yeah.
The-
Okay. Yeah, you were talking last week about how some stuff was happening and the farm was being
Yeah, I'll be
sold.
heading back there. They're rehabbing the upstairs right now.
Oh, the farm's being so.
Yeah.
You and Jen are moving to the.
And I'll probably be in Silver Spring for a couple months. Yeah.
Well,
And what's
I'm
that-
moving somewhere. I'm hoping she accompanies me.
What happens with all? So they're getting rid of their livestock and that kind of stuff,
They're currently selling off the cows.
wow.
and getting out of farming altogether.
Yeah, the estate's all messed up, and they've just kind of lost the fight. So there's
Oh, you're cutting out. Where are you driving?
oh no, I'm shit. I got 5 bars. Shit on that.
Hey, did any of you get affected, Chris? Who's your cell company?
What are you?
You're an asshole.
Thank you. I know I am an asshole. That's who I use. Asshole Wireless. No, I'm on T-Mo. So I didn't have a problem the other day.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so I did have a problem. Oh, I have Spectrum on my phone, but in my car when I'm out and about, I have AT&T in my car, and I was fucked in my car because I'm out in the backwoods, and I had no access to internet for like 3 hours, and so what? I didn't have access, but I use it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't use my fucking GPS and yada yada, but it did give me time to figure out how to use the Google Volume.
Well, something good came out of that then.
Yes, during the downtime, I figured out how to use the Google Volume.
Isn't that something?
So let me ask you. Oh, Jess, how's your mom and how's your mom?
They just got moved into their assisted living place.
And how did that go? Do you know? Do you have any insight?
As far as I know, it went fine. Apparently, so they had 5 dogs, 5 little barky fucking dogs. And as my stepfather's dementia has progressed, and my mother, she never took care of the dogs anyway, but then she just physically couldn't because she was stuck in a wheelchair.
Right.
Apparently, they were just letting the dogs shit and piss all over the house.
Oh.
And they had planned on, from what I knew, they had planned on taking 2 dogs with them to the assisted living place. My brother took 2 dogs, and they had somebody that was going to take the 5th dog. What I found out when I talked to the executive director yesterday was that they brought 3 dogs. She said, I was under the impression they were only bringing 2. And I was like, oh, is that going to be an issue? She said, well, I worry that it's going to be too much for your dad, but, we try to work with people, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's fine.
Does your brother live near them?
No, he's in Arizona.
Oh, so do they have anybody that lives near them? Family that lives near them?
They have a cousin. My mother decided to move to the town in Texas where they live, specifically to be closer to this cousin so that the cousin could help her with Doug and with her own medical stuff. But she never had a conversation with the cousin about why she was moving. So the cousin has been helpful to a point, but also keeps saying, one of you needs to come here. As if, I've got there are 6 of us siblings. 2 are currently fighting cancer. 2 really have been alienated by one or both parents.
Yes.
1 is a single mother with small children, and if she doesn't work, her kids don't eat. And then there's me.
I thought you were in the alienated part.
Well,
I thought you listed yourself. I thought you were listing yourself in the you and your brother in the alienated part.
Part-time.
Oh, no, I think even though, Jess, you don't like to show it, you got a forgiving heart, girl.
Well, I don't know if I have a forgiving heart, but I try to do the right thing. So,
nice. When did you start doing that?
Huh?
Nothing. I said nothing.
What did you say?
I said, when did you start?
What did you say, you asshole?
The fuck did you say?
The fuck did you say, you fucking fuck? Don't make me repeat myself.
So anyway,
You
we have to
fuck.
figure out how to, the house is a disaster. We have to figure out what to do with whatever stuff is left in the house and get the house on the market and all the things. And it's a big pain in the ass. So at some point, I'm going to have to fucking go to Texas.
Oh, you are.
Well, I'm not going to ask either of my sisters who are in chemotherapy to go.
It's going to be you and your brother.
My brother said he might, but he always has I have to work. So
Fucking work.
whatever.
These guys in their work.
Yeah.
I'm working. What does he do?
He drives for FedEx.
Oh, that's a good gig.
Yeah. But he said he might. Depending on when I decide to go. But it's going to be a while before I can get out there.
Well, of course. You got to let that poop on the floor ferment.
At least let it dry up a little bit.
You let that urine soak into the carpets.
Yeah.
This, by the way, this job that I have applied for, it's a union gig.
Wow.
Yeah. So apparently, Chris, it falls right into my purview.
It definitely would.
Bullshit.
That liberal left-wing bullshit. Yeah.
Liberal left-wing bullshit. It's a union job. I'm really hoping that I have a shot at it.
Yeah, I think you will.
I really do, because I like so the work, which I haven't said, is maybe I think I might have told you, Jess, but I don't think I told you. So it's coordinator of veterans housing for war veterans.
Yeah, you talked about that last homeless week.
And I that interests me a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a good gig.
It interests me. Yeah, it feels like it's doing good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I'm interested in that for doing that till I'm for the next 15 years.
Plus
well,
steady,
hopefully it'll be something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Steady
it
salary
really
and benefits.
Yeah, it's a nice salary, fucking really good benefits. There's something to be said about union gigs.
Yeah.
There's guaranteed raises and collective bargaining and 401 thises and 403s that, and
just get your speech ready to go for everybody, because it's going, oh no, I'm sorry, the government can't do that. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't help you.
It's kind of like answering the request line. It's kind of like answering the request line. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, that's probably the most said line to callers. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll try to do that. Yeah. I'll try to get it on.
Yeah.
I'll take a look. Never. Just never. Yeah. Let me play fucking "Love Hurts Again" by Nazareth, please. I haven't heard that fucking song.
You know what it was for me when I was at Yes FM? The song that would not die was "I Swear."
Oh.
And then I get to country music, and fucking John Michael Montgomery singing it too. Can't get away from that song.
Hey, that Yes FM thing, is that still on the air?
No, it's called I-100 now.
Yeah, some
Okay,
different
because
generation.
I got a call from somebody the other day trying to buy something from me that was from, yeah, I'm calling from Yes FM in New York, and I want to talk to you about blah blah blah. So I wasn't sure.
Wait, what?
Is no FM? Thank you.
Yes, FM New York.
Maybe they rebranded again.
Nah, I think there's another. Whoops. 96.7 Yes FM, which is where? Ogdensburg. That's not. Oh, maybe it is. 315 area code. Is that New York? Yeah.
Yeah, Ogdensburg. Yeah, but that's up near Utica and that Syracuse and that area.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
think
who it was.
Yeah, the Yes FM was in a 607, I believe.
Okay. I wasn't sure whether it was the same one or not.
Wasn't it 607? Wasn't that the area code there, 607?
Yep, probably. Yeah. Well, was Cortland 607 as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was 607. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think Ogdensburg is in the Finger Lake area.
Yeah, 607.
Like in the real Finger Lakes, not like on the edge of it is like Cortland and that area is.
Yeah.
What did they want you to buy, Chris? A station?
No. They wanted me to actually buy a transmitter, and I was selling them one. So, yeah.
Okay.
Was that something that's in your parents' attic?
Yes, actually in the third attic. 2 transmitters.
Chris up there pulling out transmitters.
I still got to get you to find me one of those microphones, Chris.
Oh, I got one. I just forgot to text you back. I've got one for you. Do you need a 528 as well?
Do what?
Do you need a 528E as well? Processor?
No.
Okay, because I got 22 of those.
I think what I have will work.
Well, what kind of microphone you getting?
An RE20.
Oh, good. I was thinking of getting an RE27.
Well, do you want a 27 or a 20?
Me, I'm thinking of getting an RE27.
Okay, well, I've got a 27 if you'd rather have a 27, Jess. I've got 27s and 20s.
What's the difference? I don't think I've ever used a 27.
27's a little bit brighter.
Which one would be better for my voice, and especially for something like
I think
audio?
20.
Either one will work.
Okay.
I mean, literally, either one will work. Just the 27's a little bit brighter. What I use in the home studio is a 27.
Huh.
Yeah, okay. I've been thinking about it because I saw that I saw the 27. Well, all the REs were on sale at whatever it is, Westworld or whatever.
Hey, don't buy new when you can buy used, Wally.
BW.
Because I got to tell you, I've got some. They'll come cheap from me.
All right,
they'll come cheap. Are you? Hello, come here. Say hello. Do you want a treat?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Listen how he talks to Jenna.
No, Jenna doesn't get treats. Do you want a treat? You got to get on the bed. Now that's it, Jenna. Get over here. Come on.
Get on your knees.
I don't want a treat that bad, Chris.
Well, everybody wants a treat that bad, Jess.
Chris, send me a little private message on the cost of our 27.
Yeah, I will. I mean, it'll literally be probably about a third of the price of the new one.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So, and I'll guarantee it works too. How about that?
Well, I'm thinking I need to do, because even though this 20 cuts out in this, so there's got to be something in the connector. So I might as well just brighten up a little bit and go to the 27.
It could be. It could be. Yeah. I mean, the 27 is great. If I knew my password to get into Facebook, I would get on the computer over there and I would talk through it and you would hear it.
You know what? I don't know my password either. If it wasn't fucking saved.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. Same with my email, all my passwords. If they're not, I do have the vault, the Norton Vault, but I've forgotten the password to get into the Norton Vault to look at my password.
That's neat, isn't it?
It's fucking crazy. It is crazy. I have a spreadsheet that's 27 pages long of passwords in my computer.
Wow.
I had one of those too, but
what happens if you forget the password to get into your computer?
Well, the password to get into my computer for me, it's got a PIN number.
Yeah, I use a PIN number too. I could never remember a password.
Let me see if I can figure it out, because if I can,
you'll lock yourself out.
I gives a fuck.
You'll be done. Yeah,
Facebook.com.
I got a fucking phishing email today. Well, I saw it today saying from Zelle, Zelle, it said, "Oh, your payment for Zelle went through to some. It was an African name, country Mozambique, yada yada yada." And then there's a place for you to click on to make sure everything's went well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't use Zelle, so
I
there
mean,
was the first.
I got an email, and I woke up way too early this morning, and I couldn't fall asleep again, and so I got up and I opened up my computer, and I was looking at some email. There was something specific I was looking for, but I had literally like one sip of coffee. I was not functional yet, and I got an email from Capital One that said, "It's been 30 days since you connected Meta to your account. Do you want to keep this connection?" Oh, Chris has left the call.
Chris locked himself out.
He locked himself out. It said it's been 30 days since you connected your account to Meta. Do you want to keep this connection? To find out more, log into your account settings. And I clicked log into your account settings, and then as it came up, I went, "Oh fuck, what did I just do?" And then, but thankfully it was all legit, and it because I was like, Meta's Facebook. Why the fuck would I have connected Facebook? But then I remembered why. It was because Facebook gave me the opportunity to earn money with my business page.
Yeah.
But in order to set it up, I had to connect it with a bank account. So I connected it to my Capital One, which is not my main bank account.
Right. If it's fucking scary though, right?
As soon as I clicked it though, I went, "Oh fuck, what did I just do?"
I've done the same thing. I've done that, and luckily have not clicked on anything wrong. But then on the Zelle one, you look down and it gives you, oh, click here to go to your page or go to your account. And then then there's a phone number. If that doesn't work, call us, call the Zelle team. And then it gives the phone number.
Yeah.
And the problem with the phone number, and this is what I look at, there's no spaces. It's just
yeah.
with no little dash in between the numbers.
And I mean, I have used Zelle. I probably still, but when I'm awake and I get those emails, what I would do is log into the bank account that I have that is connected to Zelle separately and see if anything went through. Like I got an email last week I got an email that said, "Thank you for shopping at Dollar General in Lebanon, Tennessee." And I was like, I didn't fucking shop at Dollar General in Lebanon, Tennessee. What the hell? And I couldn't find any contact information for Dollar General, but I went through I was like, I don't even remember what card I used the last time I shopped at Dollar General. So I had to go through all of my bank accounts and credit cards to see if there were any charges on there, and there weren't. But I didn't click on anything on the email. I just was like, let me just make sure Dollar General's not fucking with my money.
Yeah, it blows, right?
Yeah. I'm so tired of this like two-step verification. Like I'm glad it exists.
I fucking hate two-step verification.
I'm glad it exists because fuck scammers, but also fuck scammers. I'm just trying to log into my stuff.
Pain in the fucking ass, the two-step. And I have a couple accounts that keep urging me to do the two-step. Do the two-step verification. Do it.
Well,
fucking I have a hard enough time remembering a 4 fucking digit PIN code.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me with some other?
But I mean, there he is. Are you on the computer?
Hi.
Did you lock yourself out?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck to get into this thing.
Did you get in?
Oh, I'm in. You can't hear a difference?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear a difference.
Yeah.
You sound
warm.
You sound warm and big.
See, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Sounds
it does sound
nice.
So an
me on
RE27 it is.
Yeah, the RE27s are nice.
See? There you go.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, so just let me know and we'll take care of some off-air business.
Tell you what, and Chris, send me whichever one you think would be better for my voice.
God, Wally, do we have a ball gag somewhere? No. If we don't, do we not have?
Yeah.
All right. Here she is.
Well, there we go.
Chris, come to Nashville. Come to Nashville for a minute. I just want to talk.
I see, and it's not resting bitch face. It's I induced that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, there was no resting involved there.
That was inductive bitch face.
That was full on induction.
Just come on to Nashville for a minute. I just want to talk.
Hey, speaking of which, you
Hey.
got to go to the can't remember
Yes,
shit run
CRS.
this
What's
week.
going on?
Yep.
What's going on? What are you? You're obviously very pumped about this.
I am. I'm on a panel
It's nice.
about. Well, we've talked about this before about how radio thinks that women don't want to hear women on the radio, and
yeah.
we have demonstrated that that's not true. And so I'm on a panel about diversity in programming. And
Do people really still carry that with them?
currently,
Who are these dummies?
The data that's being shared, we have a researcher on the panel with us. The data that's being shared is that on reporting stations across the board, 8% of the music, the current music being played, is by women. The rest are men, white men. And so
That's
we're going to talk about
music. You're talking country
music,
right?
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that and about how, some changes that I made in programming where I work, and the metrics that reflect that show that the listeners love the music by women as much as the music by men. And
yeah, I think they don't. I think all they care about is it's good music.
A good song is a good song.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing that good programmers worry about.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hope we can get Dan Valley there too, going, you can't play females back to back.
I remember that fucking guy.
Yeah,
I don't remember him, but I hope Keith Hill is there. So if he heckles me, I can heckle him back.
The unconsultant.
He, the researcher that we have on the panel with us.
Yeah.
He hates her, and he spends apparently a large amount of time on Twitter bad-mouthing her, and has said nasty things to her in person at previous CRSs. So she's a little bit nervous about being on this panel. But I told her if anybody gave her any shit to let me know and I would bite them.
So this is a professional consultant,
Yeah.
unconsultant.
Mm-hmm.
The unconsultant.
He badmouths potential clients.
Well, no, she's not a potential client because she's a researcher.
Oh.
And
God damn.
she's a researcher at the University of Ottawa. But she's a researcher whose research consistently shows that country radio is not playing women. And he's the consultant responsible for Tomato Gate.
What is Tomato Gate?
So years ago, probably about 2015, it was when I was still at Country Air Check, he did an interview with Country Air Check saying that women should be the tomatoes in the salad of your radio station.
Oh, my.
Men are the lettuce of the salad. They are the main part of the salad, and women should just be the tomatoes and be sprinkled in. He said it with his whole chest. When it blew up the way that you would expect that it would, he continued to say it with his whole chest, and has since, right after that is when Jada started doing this research to show whether or not women do or don't want to hear women on the radio, whether that's a thing, and so he has gone after her publicly on Twitter.
Well, obviously he's a cock.
Yeah.
He's just a big cock. He's a cock ring. He's not even a cock. He's only a cock ring. But so here's and this is probably deeper than we should probably go, but I'm asking you, Jess, because you're way more in tune with this stuff and have knowledge that I don't have. Is part of the lack of women on the air because there's a lack of women that record companies are signing and nurturing, and
it's a circle because we've had this
A&R is lacking.
Yeah, my entire career I've been told women don't want to hear women, and I think I've said this before. There was at least one job that I lost because we already have a woman on this station. I mean, you're great and all, but we already have a woman on the station.
Listen. If we don't put you all in your place, what are we supposed to do?
And she was a giggling sidekick in the morning show, and so obviously we couldn't put a woman on in middays because then you'd have two women in a row on your station. And so I've been hearing this my whole career, and as the amount of airplay that women get my whole career after Wally, as the amount of airplay declined by women, the labels stopped signing women. And then the songwriters were like, well, we can't get hits with women because radio won't play women. So the songwriters are now only writing songs for men. And so it becomes this vicious cycle.
Yeah, it just doesn't make. I don't. It boggles my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't even. It's gone to a place where I could not imagine it going to, with any sort of anybody really fucking being serious about that.
No, and when I was programming at WFRE, I ignored that rule. The rule that you're not supposed to play 2 songs by women back to back. I ignored that. I ignored the rule that you can't have more than one woman in power rotation and a heavy current. I ignored that. We had a 23 share.
Yeah, you should.
We didn't chase away anybody by playing more women.
So you know what I think part of your advantage is there, Jess, which may go against the grain, is your previous jobs in pop radio, which lets you know that if you're not playing women back to back, you're not going to be able to have enough music to play.
Right.
If you don't play women back to back in pop radio, it's just fucking you have to. And I suppose you don't have to, but you're not going to win if you don't.
Right.
Because the at least when we were doing pop radio, and then it was fucking wall to wall women. We had great women, and then we had fucking Charles and Eddie, and that kind of shit. But we had great women.
Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, I mean that seriously. That's what you had.
Yeah.
You had Mitch Malloy and that shit. You didn't have fucking a bunch of men that you could cut women out with. So if you wanted to,
and by the way, it was a pop station that told me he couldn't hire me because he already had a woman on the station.
You're a dummy.
That was in the 90s.
Man, couldn't you did you want to just look at him and say, you're a fucking dummy?
I don't think I knew enough yet. I mean,
you knew enough.
I was 20 something years. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't know if I
may not have been aggressive enough yet.
I couldn't have possibly been aggressive about it at that age. But also it confused me. It didn't make any sense to me, but I don't think I knew that it was stupid yet.
Yeah, it's fucking insanely stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking dolts.
Well, I think we've discovered that it was his loss, so it's fine.
Where was that station?
That was in Waco, Texas.
Oh, well, so a little that's Texasy too, though, isn't it?
Probably.
A little of that is there is. I think there's some regionalism in some of those decisions. I'm not positive, but I would guess, having traveled about it, but I've never programmed in Texas, but just listening to radio and judging by it, that and knowing the attitudes of some folks in those places.
Yeah.
Women's belong cooking and cleaning and making babies and giving blowjobs and hanging laundry. That's
I will say, when I lived in Tyler, Texas, which is a lot smaller and more redneck and more racist and more
you think so?
All the things. If there was a man standing next to me and another man had a chance to have the conversation with me or the man, it was always with the man. One of my coworkers, like one time, was helping me move into an apartment, and some neighbor came over to see if we needed any help. Would not acknowledge me standing there. It was my washer and dryer. We were trying to get out of this moving truck. The man would not acknowledge that I was standing there. He would only ask questions of my coworker because my coworker happened to be a dude.
Did he call you little lady?
No, because he wouldn't acknowledge I was standing there. I was supposed to be, I couldn't speak until I was spoken to. So what was I supposed to do?
I actually got something recently from Tyler, Texas. I just sent it to your chat.
It was this woman.
Suppose the little lady wants this wash and dry machine.
How big this TV is compared to the dishwasher.
Came right from Tyler, Texas, didn't it?
I'm not surprised.
Wow. You see that, Wally?
Well, I'm looking right now. I wasn't. Takes me a minute to get there.
Okay. I'll wait. There you go.
Look how big this is compared to the dishwasher. This came from Tyler, Texas.
And the dishwasher is a woman.
That
laying
was
down
me
in front
making
of
a joke. Yes.
Oh,
TV.
very
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Get it?
Very nice. God damn. How do you get connected with all this shit, Chris?
How do I? I look.
It's the
I look for the
internet.
worst thing.
It's just there.
Wally, you could find it too if you would say, Gail.
Yeah,
Gail.
I have so little. I know I could because I see a bunch of this shit and it makes me laugh, and I think it's like, oh fuck. But then I just breeze past it because I'm like, there are so often times I want to say shit about shit, and I have this ridiculous sort of habit of writing stuff about stuff, and then that exercises my feeling of stupidity for whoever's posted something, and I just erase it and move on.
If only the rest of the internet would do that.
I just want to call people fucking morons so often.
Mm-hmm.
And then I write a whole thing.
Here's somebody who did that. A friend of mine, although he didn't do it specifically and directly to anybody, but he posted, it's a radio friend, obviously. He said, if you put your concert connection in your ticket giveaway promo, please quit your job today. Do not wait until 5 or 2 or 1 whenever you leave the station. You know who you are. Hashtag it's not the 90s anymore. And I said, but can I still give the time 2 ways? And then a friend of mine who is a consultant who does not recommend that you don't play women, said in the big time they're doing time 3 ways. And I was like, someday I'm going to make it.
What?
3 ways? How do you do time 3 ways?
10 minutes after 5 o'clock, 5, 10, 50 minutes before your drive at 5. And a commercial-free rock block.
Good fuck, man. I am so glad I am so removed from this fucking business. I swear to God, I am. God.
I don't know. I see, I'm lost.
Yeah.
I am, and that's not because I'm old. I'm lost because it's stupid.
Well, I just think it's funny that there are people still using things like your concert connection, and they're probably the same people, they're at the same stations where all of their commercials are for all your concert connection needs.
No, hang on 1 second. I'm trying to, can I get through? I'm trying to get through for a family 4-pack right now.
Well, Chris, it's you know what? The drive at 5 just started.
Caller number 99.
Well, that's good because I want to get the family foreskin right now.
Yeah, you can get the family foreskin because the drive at 5 and the 5 o'clock funnies have just started.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the 5 o'clock whistle's on too. Choo choo.
Now we mock and joke about this stuff, but how cutting edge was that? How clever did we think we were?
I mean,
in the 80s,
clever enough that they're still doing it 40 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, clever because they haven't fucking, as much as they dog, as much as the young folk dog on oldsters who used to be in radio. Well, radio's changed. Boy, they're digging up all the fucking old shit because they can't come up with any new shit.
Mm-hmm.
The concert connection.
I am so happy that we are only 48 hours away from a 2 for Tuesday. I don't know about you, but I am just so goddamn happy. We got to get through Motown Monday and the Blacks first.
We got Hump Day
we
coming
get
up
over
too in a few days.
Yes, we do.
The Hump Day favorites are coming.
Well, right here, it's me on the radio to get you through your Sunday.
And the Blue Plate special.
Now, listen, out just checking out. Looks like sunny skies right now, and and then your low tonight will be 55.
Yeah.
Storm Kennedy said it's going to be sunny skies.
I always wondered how many skies they were looking at.
God, and your temperature right now is 58 at your mix.
Driven by.
Power. Well, look, woman, don't even start me on that shit. With your fucking. And the WFRE Weather Center, powered by the Bank of Damascus, is a service.
That was not my shit.
Tire.
That was not my shit.
You made me fucking read it. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, I
Holy
didn't.
shit!
Really?
You know what? We had the Weather Center sponsored, Wally. Then you know what else?
I didn't sell this shit.
She did. So the Weather Center sponsored, and then you had to read a commercial in the beginning of the weather. Because it was powered by something, in addition to being sponsored by somebody. Oh, yeah. And then before you read the current temperature, you had to play a 10-second adlet.
Yeah.
I didn't. That wasn't my idea. I didn't.
Oh, I know. I know. But you were a victim of bad radio and fucking Clear Channel.
Yep.
But that's when we sold everything.
I'm lucky they didn't sell every fucking word out of our mouths.
They probably tried to sell a time check.
Yeah.
We used to do time check. Gruen time is when I was working in Virginia. Gruen time is blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in Gadsden, Massachusetts, simplex time is
Wow.
We fucking had it all going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
But you sold everything. But that being said, as we throw shit at that stuff, that's how 1,000-watt daytime or AM was able to make money and have a full staff by selling fucking Gruen time and the fucking blue plate special and the concert connection or the concert calendar, whatever the fuck you wanted to call it. Back the concert calendar is, I think, what I called it at that time.
Well, yeah, the concert calendar is one thing, but your concert connection is where you win your tickets.
Yeah. Oh, right.
So the
Wait a minute,
show's
hold on.
on the concert calendar.
The ticket window is open. Yes, it's open. Ticket window is open.
But that is how 1,000-watt AM station stays fucking fully staffed with 6 full-time air staff, 3 part-timers, 5 salespeople, a GM, a copywriter, and a traffic continuity person,
Mm-hmm.
and an engineer who comes in every week to clean shit. That's how they did it, because you fucking sold everything.
And then Clear Channel took that idea and was like 27 minutes of spots an hour. Let's go.
But remember before that, we're back to the music faster. Less is more.
Yeah. And then all of the stations in the market are chasing each other around the clock, trying to not have commercials when the other guy has commercials.
Yeah. I don't think any clock I've ever made always had commercials the same, always at 18 to 20, somewhere in that block, 40 and 50. And that was it. I haven't done anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I never made a clock with anything else with 20, 40, 50.
So you did the format.
Yeah.
The format. There's only one format, 20, 40, and 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only one I ever used, and it fucking worked brilliantly.
Hey, but if you stand by, we're about to start another 12 in a row, Wally.
Commercial free.
And the first, and the other thing I would say is always sold out. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were only running, I don't think I ever did a station either that ran more than 4 minutes, 4-minute stop set ever.
Jesus Christ,
because if
what a
you
luxury.
sell out your 4-minute stop sets, then you can raise your prices.
Yes, you can.
Well, unless you were at Clear Channel Frederick, when you sold out your stop sets, you said, fuck it, add another.
Yep.
Add a 10.
Fuck it, add another.
Yep.
Add another.
Yep.
Yeah, they started adding the 10. I'll tell you, my exact sort of speech back then was, we're doubling the rate, and all the salespeople would go, what the fuck? We're going to lose half our advertising. Well, if you double the rate, you lose half your advertising. Now you're still making the same money doing half the work. And you've cleaned up the fucking clock, so we're not running fucking 29 minutes of spots an hour.
Yep.
So that's good. So wouldn't you like to do half the work, make the same money, and then we'll ease it back in, and now you'll be making more money doing less work still. It's simple bullshit. But yeah, I don't think I ever ran a stop set. No, I never ran anything more. I would never have programmed anything in more than 4 minutes ever.
We were running what, 18 minutes an hour, Jess?
At least.
Yeah. And that didn't count the adlets and all that.
Yeah, they didn't
shit.
count the sponsorships. That only counted the full stop set itself. 6 minutes per stop set.
Yeah, so that wouldn't have counted when we did news, that stuff. But we never had
it didn't
spots in the
count.
news.
It didn't count the weather sponsorship or the top of the hour. Yeah. This hour of music is powered by blah blah car dealership.
But those were always little 10-second boom booms.
Yeah.
And you just had to fit them in with your yappy app.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, Wally, I had a 10-second boom boom. It was
there's not a chance in hell you had a 10-second boom boom.
It was on the other side of the room, actually.
A boom boom in 10 seconds, and you had doesn't even dig you.
It involved a ball gag and a riding crop. It was fine.
What is with you and the ball gags today?
There's one sitting in the corner. I'm just fucking. I see what's in front of me. It's like Brick Tamlin and Anchorman. Are you just saying things you see? I love Lamp. There's
Loud
a lamp there. I love
noises.
Lamp. Yep. I love butter.
I do love butter. I do love butter.
Wally, do you remember when we were when we were at Kiss?
Fried butter.
Deep fried butter?
Deep fried butter. Jess and I
we were gonna start a restaurant.
So much shit.
We were going to start a restaurant where everything on the menu was unhealthy.
Deep fried. We deep fried fucking everything.
And then I moved to Tyler, Texas, and found a restaurant that had all of that shit that we talked about on their menu.
Deep fried breaded butter. Breaded deep fried butter.
Yep.
Oh, we fucking, not for nothing. Just, and I know we had some fucking fun. Shut the fuck up. We had fun.
Yeah.
We had fun. I don't know that people have fun like that anymore. I don't know that they have the freedom to have fun like that. That's probably more
probably not.
More to it.
No, probably not.
They don't have the freedom to have fun like, but we had balls to the wall fun. And but I think because we understood that we could fuck up, and that was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah, there wasn't the threat back then that people in radio are under now.
And it was all right to be like me now. It's okay to, try to be funny and not be funny.
I mean, there were almost unlimited radio jobs back then. Like,
oh yeah.
Like you could just find a job doing fucking anything at a radio station. They would, if they wanted you to work there, they would find a place for you. And now there are almost no jobs at radio stations.
Right. And if you get fired by station A or let go by station A, you had B, C, D, and E you could go to. Now B, C, D, and E are owned by the same fucking company. So there is no other place to go.
Plus you have a non-compete, so you can't work.
Yeah. I have I had one non-compete in my entire career, and I ignored it completely.
What's funny is in Frederick, I had a non-compete, but the only thing that it excluded me from doing if I left the station, and I think it was for a year, I wasn't allowed to work at any other stations in Frederick, Maryland. But Frederick, Maryland.
Is there one station in Frederick?
No, there's a bunch of stations in Frederick, but it borders on like 5 other markets, including Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. Okay, I won't work in Frederick, Maryland if you fire me. That's cool.
Hey, technically, the other radio stations aren't even licensed to Frederick.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I was. You could work at that Middletown station, Jess.
Yeah,
that's why I was saying that. I was wondering if it meant licensed to Frederick.
I don't remember.
Go to Braddock Heights just fine.
Probably, but I was like, okay.
Yeah, I've never understood that non-compete bullshit either. You're not good enough for us, and so we're not afraid that you would go somewhere else either because you suck.
Yeah.
So we'd rather have you go somewhere else because you suck.
Yeah, but if you leave, we're afraid you're going to take that audience with you.
Right.
So you're
you
either
really don't suck,
valuable or you're not. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just.
I got to tell you, there are still people on at least a weekly basis who post on my Facebook page that they miss me in Frederick, Maryland.
I believe it.
I left in 2012. And I don't say that to be like, look at me. I was famous in Frederick, Maryland.
Look at me.
Look at me. Look how famous I am. There's people that miss me in Frederick, Maryland. But like, I feel like that says a lot about the lack of what's happening on the radio in Frederick, Maryland. that nobody who has made them forget me has come on the air.
So what does FRE do now? Are they a personality driven station or a jock in the box station?
They play a lot of music. It's it's a wall of sound after 10 a.m. except for before 10 a.m. They still got "Hey baby, how you doing?" in there.
I'm surprised that he's still there because from everything
Barry
I've
White
heard,
back from the dead.
It wasn't my experience, but everything
Conway
I've heard,
Twitty.
He's an HR nightmare.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? But Conway Twitty?
Yeah, that's what he sounded like. Hello, darling.
I like Conway.
He was a nice enough guy, but I mean, you got Jack Diamond over on 106.9 now.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's crazy enough. Suppose I have lunch with him next week.
Oh yeah,
That ought to be rich. Yeah,
that'll be a good time.
I've known
I like Jack.
a few radio people who use the last name Diamond.
Hey.
There's Diamond.
By the way,
there's
his middle
Steel.
name is Diamond. His last name is Hey.
But guys like that are good for radio.
They are.
Guys like that are good. They're fucking good for radio.
Listen, stay tuned here. It's about 7 minutes after 7 o'clock, and coming up, we're going to have another round of Telefunny. You can give us a call at 1-800-222-1069.
Telefunny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who did I comment? Oh, Michael J. I commented
Jesus
on
fuck.
some post. Like, now I got to find the post because he was bad-mouthing Taylor Swift for no reason.
Yeah.
And I was like, you hate her because why? Because he said something. Okay. I got to find it now because
She drank beer at a football game.
Girl.
I saw some posts about Taylor Swift. It was a Fox News person talking about Taylor Swift. There she is while my children are in the room and she's swilling beer on TV. Well, okay. Let me say this. You're probably swilling beer in the fucking living room.
right.
Your kids have no idea what she's drinking out of her fucking Solo cup.
Right.
All you got to say is, oh, she's drinking Kool-Aid. That's all you got to say. They're fucking just hammering on her. She's a grown-ass woman. Shut the fuck up. As far as I know, she's a grown, what is she, 30-something?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a grown-ass woman. She's not a fucking little teenager. She's not fucking, people get, they fucking glom onto shit and try to just make something out of nothing.
I can't find the damn post. And I can't remember what he said. So then I can't remember what I said. But I basically was like, you hate her because why? Like
Because she ruined football.
Because she's successful and she goes to a football game to support her boyfriend.
She ruined football, Jess. You know she did. She made it bad for all. Yeah, they were talking about. Oh, that was the other thing they were talking about. Oh, every time the camera went, they always had Taylor Swift on camera. Oh, she's fucking every time.
Yeah,
there was
37 seconds or something.
Yeah. Yeah, she was less than 1 minute total time during the fucking 10 hours that the fucking Super Bowl was on TV.
Yeah.
She was on for like 57 seconds, including her beer drinking incident.
Right.
They're fucking nuts. They're just fucking nuts.
I
They're
just
looking
don't
for anything.
like. Well, I mean, I guess now that she hasn't told us who to vote for.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do, to tell you the truth.
Well, Beyonce's going to tell us.
Is that what it is now?
Oh yeah.
How is her song doing at country radio? Is it still? Is it happening?
It debuted at number 1.
Nice. You know how many fuckers are just going, ooh.
Yeah.
They're so angry.
What's funny is a friend of mine who does radio here in Nashville posted something about Beyonce, and somebody commented with the picture of Beyonce, the cover photo from the song Texas Hold'em, where she's like practically naked.
Oh shit, yeah.
In a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And the woman commented with the picture and said something like, this doesn't look country to me, or something like that. And my friend Amy Page responded. It was her post the lady was commenting on. She responded with 2 pictures of Dolly Parton in her Playboy bunny outfit and said, we're not talking about pictures. I was like, go Amy Page.
Yeah, I mean, gotta give it to Beyonce. She looks good in nothing. That girl looks good in a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I can't find the Taylor
Swift. A lot better
thing.
than Loretta Lynn looked in a cowboy hat. Just saying. Just saying.
I can't find the damn Taylor Swift thing.
That's
you better have that queued up next week, Jess.
I will.
Yeah, ladies, I'm gonna have to call it quits for the night.
Yeah, me too.
I've got to go eat because kids are here.
I'm almost out of alcohol.
You better get off the fucking phone right now. Hit the big red button, Jess.
Yep.
Take them fucking price tags off the bottom of your cup.
Yeah, you look like you walked right out a good fucking will with them.
Went to Big Lots and fucking grabbed
What's
you a
funny
couple
is
cups and popped in your purse.
I've had this cup for several years now, and I have never been able, like, it's been through the dishwasher. I've never been able to get that off of there.
Gooby gone.
Well, I don't really care that much that it's on there, so.
No. But Gooby gone. That'll get it.
Okay.
All right. Well,
guys.
you want to hear a joke real quick?
Yeah.
I do. That's what
Tough
I thought it was
shit.
gonna
I
be
got
kind of a
nothing.
joke.
I got fucking nothing. Tough
Really?
shit. Yep. Got nothing.
All right. Will you text me about the microphone?
Yes, I will text you about the microphone later on this evening.
Okay.
Yeah. Text me
Okay.
too.
All right.
I will text you. I'll text you both. I'll even show you pictures.
Sweet.
You know what? Keep your pictures to yourself.
I'm going to show you
not
some
sleeping
fucking
with you
pictures.
no matter what.
You see where the price goes when I send the pictures, okay?
All right, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.